The little girl's gone.
I know I've done a lot of things in my life, and I've never felt anything like I did last night.
Zaki, she didn't.
Cops face tough situations every day, but nothing ever prepares them for breaking tragic news to a victim's family. But what really happens when they finally have to tell the parents the one thing they never wanted to hear?
I informed you. I'm sorry to inform you, but she did pass, right? Why did she be passed, alright?
Sir, where's the gun? Where's the gun? I don't know.
You know, professionals, experts saying there's no way she could have shot herself in that manner.
Here are several emotional moments when cops have had no choice but to deliver the news that no parent ever wants to hear. Starting off with a sensational case that left the whole nation in shock, as cops had the tough task to deliver the tragic news about Christine Holloway to her parents.
Christine's.
We love Vanessa.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No.
You don't want us to find your kid?
I want you to find my kid.
Then help us.
So, alright, take me home.
In December 2019, Ansonia police conducted a welfare check at the home of 43-year-old daycare worker Christine Holloway. They forced entry and found her beaten and non-responsive in the bathroom. Her 14-month-old daughter, Vanessa, was also missing from the residence. The discovery sparked an Amber Alert that remains unresolved. Soon after, detectives visited Jose Morales and his parents to break the devastating news.
We know where Christine is.
You know what Christine is?
Yes.
Oh, you guys found her?
Yes.
Well, you want to hold the baby?
Christine's.
No. Go with it. What happened to her? What happened to her? Go with it. No.
We're looking for
Your
your son to shine the light on our situation that we're working with right now. We're investigating, so I'll let you know this. It's a homicide. We are looking for all the help we can get.
Where you found her? Where you found her?
She's at her apartment.
In her apartment? Oh my god.
So we can't find the car that he says she's always driving. But we know where the car is that you say that she's driving.
The new one?
Yeah. What's up?
When I asked you about her buying a new car, you said you knew nothing about
No,
it.
I know about it.
Well, why did you say you didn't know anything
I
about
know about it. What? She bought a car. She bought a car. You just know anything.
So, Jose, where you was today?
Jose, we also just took your car.
The car is gone?
Yep.
I don't know. What you want me to come up with an idea, make something up?
What happened?
What you want me to think?
What happened?
What you want me to say? To just invent a situation?
Investigators revealed it to be a homicide case. Amid the emotional chaos, Morales appeared confused and evasive, and when confronted with surveillance footage and witness accounts, his story collapsed, and even his parents began to suspect the worst.
I don't know.
What were you
You
doing?
guys have to break the door in there to get in? You broke the door to get in?
Why don't you tell us the story if you want to say something to your mother?
I don't know how you got it.
You was in her house all day?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? She was there. Where you was there?
I was at Hector.
When?
How does he not know where he was yesterday? It's not even 24 hours later. How does he not know that?
I say I was at my boy's Hector.
No, you weren't, because you were leaving the house at 1:49.
We have him on video leaving the house, and we also have a witness saying he was there.
Today?
Monday.
Monday. 2 days, Tuesday.
So, I was trying to tell you how I can invent a scenario.
What happened to
You want me
Christine?
to invent something? You want me to come up with ideas and give you information that I don't know? That's what you want? That's what you guys ask?
No. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
There is nothing that I can tell you I don't know.
Yo sé,
what information you want.
Were they in a serious relationship?
Yeah.
Well, he said it was.
Oh, we wasn't in a serious relationship.
Yeah, they were dating. So he's gonna say you were.
I was at his house. I was at
on
with
Monday.
him. I was with him.
On Monday.
The weekend.
No, Monday.
But you just said you were with Hector on Monday. You said I don't
I was
remember when I was
missing.
doing on Monday.
I was with
Oh, now
Hector
I'm with
the
Hector.
weekend. The weekend.
What about Monday? They're asking about Monday.
Listen, you don't have to answer. You can do whatever you want. You can leave. But I'm here, and you are putting up a lot of walls.
It's not that I got a lot of walls.
Yeah, but
maybe my brain
right, so-
is messed up. Maybe I'm not a clear-minded person.
Okay, I can understand that. You have a lot of stress in your life.
Yeah, I have no job.
Okay, so
I'm broke.
You
I
got-
live with my parents and my kids.
and you got 3 kids, and you're trying to support the 3 kids.
I can't.
Yeah, that's not easy. That is not easy. Yeah, and you should be the one supporting your parents, but you can't right now because that's how hard it is. And you just lost your job a few months ago. I understand all that. You know, that puts people in the wrong mindset.
No,
Right.
it's not.
No,
It does. Yeah, it does. People in the fight.
sometimes you don't think clearly about things,
Exactly.
right? You know, and
No, I FaceTime you from Hector's house, make you believe that I was with her. Did you see her? Did you see anything in the background? You saw my face on FaceTime. I was making you believe that I was at Christine, but because I didn't want you to think that I'm out with my friend partying.
so what were you FaceTiming with? What phone were you FaceTiming with?
With Hector's.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
All right, so then you should have Hector's contact.
No.
You should have Hector's contact for
No.
that.
I was FaceTiming with the.
Whoops. The iPad here.
Yeah, that's
It's downstairs. But how is he? So he was FaceTiming from the house here?
No, porque he take it when he go to Christine.
But that's not Hector's number.
No. Not Hector. I was FaceTiming my mom.
With Hector's phone, you said.
No, not with his phone. With my iPad.
Morales was taken into custody soon after. Later in the interview, detectives began by asking about Jose Morales' childhood before shifting to his relationship with Christine Holloway and the events leading up to her disappearance.
I'm just saying you're not held captive here. I'm not like you're
So
not.
what I came here for?
To talk to you.
About what?
We're trying to find Christine and your kid.
All right, that's exactly what I've been trying to call her too.
Okay.
All right,
All right. So
we're in the same page.
okay, good. I'd rather have it that way. When's the last time you talked to her?
I talked to her. I think it was Monday morning when she was going to work.
So that was yesterday morning, Monday. About what time?
Early in the morning.
Okay. So that was talking on the phone or in person? Face
the
to
phone.
On the phone. Did she say anything? Was there a problem? Was there any kind of issue? No argue?
No,
Did you hear anything in the background?
I didn't hear nothing.
She didn't sound like she was having any problems? Did she sound different than your normal conversations?
Well, it was super fast. It's like she couldn't be on the phone. That kind of got me like she didn't want to stay on the phone. Like I called her, she didn't want to stay on the phone at all.
But just giving you short answers and trying
Like
to...
quick, I probably spoke to her for less than a minute, probably. Quick.
And that's not normal?
That's not normal. Well, it is and it isn't, because sometimes we speak for a while, sometimes it was early in the morning, so.
Okay. Did you stay over there this weekend?
No.
You didn't stay over there this weekend?
No.
Do you normally stay over there during the weekend?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Not normally, but sometimes I stay over.
All right. So when's the last time you saw her in person?
Friday,
And where was that?
at my house.
At
Over
your
there
house?
where you picked me up, yeah.
She was there? Yeah. Okay, with Vanessa?
Yeah.
Okay, and so you left, so it was Friday, you were with her?
Yes.
And Vanessa?
She came over to our house.
She came to visit you?
Yeah.
So she drove?
Yeah. No, wait. Thanksgiving Eve.
That's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Eve.
Yep.
She came over and she slept over at my house. Her and Vanessa.
She slept over, okay.
Wednesday. Wait up, let me get that right. Wednesday, after work, Wednesday she got out of work around 3. She had an early day.
So Wednesday, out at 3.
Yeah, so I said to her, pack a lot of stuff and come over because my mom said they can stay over for Thanksgiving holiday, whatever.
Okay.
So to spend Thanksgiving. So she came over with Vanessa from work, directly from work. She packed the car. She came over with Vanessa directly from work. And she slept over.
Detectives began to dig deeper into the timeline, challenging Morales on his whereabouts and communication with Christine.
Did she leave by herself?
Yeah, with Vanessa.
With Vanessa.
Yeah.
And you're assuming she went home?
Exactly. I assume it, yeah. What else did she do?
I have no idea. I don't know where she goes, where she goes.
Does she have any friends that she hangs out with?
Not that well, we are boyfriend, girlfriend.
You guys are.
Yeah, but we're not that close either. Because she got her own place, she do her own life, she got her own apartment. When she got this apartment over here, she asked me if I can help her out, like, with the lease, because I guess the landlord over here, they want to give it to her by herself.
She left your house, or your parents' house, on Friday.
Yeah.
With Vanessa.
Yeah.
And you didn't go with her?
No.
So where did you stay over the weekend?
I stayed with my friend Hector.
Hector.
He lives in East Haven.
East Haven. What's Hector's last name?
I don't know.
The last name. You know where he lives in East Haven? Does he know your Christine? Or he has no idea? So he has no idea who Christine is?
No. He knows that girlfriend, that's it.
Is Christine your only girlfriend? Or you have other girlfriends? Does she have other boyfriends?
We're not that close.
Right.
It's like, we have a baby.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like she my girlfriend. We say that, we use that word very lightly.
Yeah.
But we have a baby together. That it happened, so I guess I'm assuming a little bit of responsibility by helping her out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, so we in love with the baby. So we let her come over and stay over our house and holidays and things like that for see the baby.
So you do all that for Vanessa? You don't
Yeah,
it's not for Christine?
It's not for Christine, it's for Vanessa. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So your family likes Vanessa?
We love Vanessa, yeah. We really don't like Christine. She said she okay, you know, but all right, that's it.
All right.
We love Vanessa.
I mean, do you have any idea where she could be?
No.
Zero. No idea where a 1-year-old would be.
Vanessa?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, Christine is an adult, so I mean, I'm more concerned
Well,
about
Christine is with Vanessa. I figured.
Okay. I'm saying an adult's an adult. They can come and go and do whatever they want. But
Yeah.
a 1-year-old's at the mercy of whoever's with them.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa, they left together.
What do you mean they left together?
Well, Christine took Vanessa with her on Friday.
On Friday?
Morales claims that he had stayed with a friend named Hector over the weekend and dodged questions about Christine's friends, denying that she had any other boyfriends. But as detectives pressed him on his movements and Vanessa's disappearance, his story began to fall apart.
So last time you called and talked to her was for that minute or so?
Monday morning.
Monday morning. And it was a short conversation and she seemed like she didn't want to talk?
Mm-hmm.
What did you call her for?
Say hi. To see what she's doing.
Do you talk to Vanessa at all? You can't really talk to her. I didn't even know if you know, put the phone up to her ear or something.
So no idea where we could start trying to find her?
You don't know any of her friends?
And you don't know about her hanging out with other guys?
She probably was.
Can I look at like the missed calls and stuff like that on this?
There are none.
There are no missed calls?
No, there's nothing.
I don't know, that phone is bugged out. That phone dies out. Is it a smartphone?
Jose, when did you go to Hector's house?
Friday.
When Friday?
Friday night.
And when did you come home?
Monday.
What time, roughly?
To my mom's house?
Yeah.
To where I live at?
Yeah.
During the day, not sure.
End of the day?
During the day, not sure what
During
time.
the day.
Yeah.
Did you have this cell phone on with you at all? Since does anybody else use that cell phone, or are you the only one that uses it? Like, so if you left the house, would you have that cell phone on you?
If I left my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my phone. Like that usually.
I just find it odd that there's no other phone calls on there. No received calls, no missed calls, and you telling us you went to Hector's, right?
Yeah,
That's what you told us.
I went to Hector's.
Yeah, so you
I didn't,
told...
wait, I didn't tell my father when I went to Hector.
Yeah.
That's where I went.
And when Detective Atkins asked you if you told your father where you went, you said yes. There's a...
Well, it's a whole mixed understanding right there.
All right. So how did Christine get to your house on Wednesday?
She drove.
Okay. In what kind of car?
In her car, I'm not sure.
You don't know what kind of car she has?
Mazda Protege.
I'm not sure. What color is it?
Goldish light.
Did you buy a new car? It's not a trick question. Just asking, do you know if she bought a new car?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
How does your dad know?
He knows what?
That she bought a new car.
Well, I guess
Your dad knows a lot of stuff.
I guess she bought a new car.
Did you know she bought a new car?
Morales repeatedly dodged questions about Christine and Vanessa, swinging between indifference and agitation. Detectives knew that they needed to find a way to press him harder and urge him. He was a stone wall, but dealing with folks like him was not new to the detectives. For all it was worth, they were willing to use anything to break this emotional wall down, even if it meant bringing his kids into play.
So how are you going to help us find Vanessa? I mean, that's what you're here for, to help us find Vanessa. We want to find a 1-year-old, and we need your help.
I want to find her too.
But we need your help. That's the only reason we brought you here.
Did you call the police when Steve came to your house and said Vanessa and what do you call her?
Steve called her. Steve called the police right there.
Okay.
He was right there. He was
So he's the uncle though, right?
He's the uncle. He's the one that kicked Christine out.
Are you 100% sure that Vanessa is your kid?
didn't have no DNA test, but I assume so, yeah.
What was that?
I didn't have a DNA test, but I assume she's my kid, yeah.
Okay. I mean, because if someone came to my house and said, Vanessa's missing, and it's my 1-year-old daughter.
I'm worried. That's why I keep trying to call my kids.
Jose, the whole ride here, you talked about everything but her. The whole ride here, you didn't talk about a 1-year-old daughter that's missing. I don't get that.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, we want to find her.
Right.
And the only reason you're here
is to find her.
Is to help us find her.
All right, so let's find her.
So where is she?
I don't know. She's with Christine.
I feel like you don't want to give us any information. Your father's given us more information that you're willing. And
She's
you
with Christine.
You would know every single piece of information that your father would know.
She's with Christine. That's all I know.
Christine's a big girl. I'm not worried about Christine. I'm worried about a 1-year-old that has no control over her life. Zero. That's who I want to find.
All right.
Not 40-year-old Christine or however old she is. I'm here to find your daughter.
Okay, that's fine.
And like I said, I find it absolutely bizarre that the whole ride here.
So what do you think? That I have my daughter hidden somewhere?
I don't know. I'm asking you for help to find her. I don't know. You have no idea where she could be, nor did you even really talk about it on the whole ride.
So let's talk about her then.
Do you have your daughter?
Do you know where your daughter is?
No, I don't know. My daughter is with Christine.
So where's Christine then?
How do you know she's with Christine?
Because last time I saw her, she was with Christine. That's how I know.
And that was when?
Friday.
So how do you know she's still with Christine? It's Tuesday.
What else could she be?
I don't know. That's why we're asking. If we knew that, you wouldn't even be here.
All right, so let me go home. Let's go. I'm leaving.
That's what you want to do. We're here to find your kid. If you don't want us to find your kid,
I want you to find my kid.
Then help us.
So all right, take me home.
Why, is she home and you're going to turn her over to us?
No, I'm saying, why am I here? That's the answer. That's why I'm freaked out. I freaked out when I was in my house. I'm going with the conversation that I'm having at the
half
moment.
The stuff doesn't
so
add
what?
up.
What you want me to? What you want me to cry for my daughter? Cry for Christine? Cry?
No, you can cry. You can laugh. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
She's Christine and her. They not that close. I'm not that close to them.
Yeah, you said you weren't close to Christine. You didn't care about her, but your daughter was extremely important. You said.
Well, I guess. Yeah, but my life is the kids that you met at my house. That's where I live at.
Well, let's talk about them.
All right, let's talk about them.
You want to be there for them?
Yeah. So I'm going home.
Okay.
Okay. Just.
How long do you think that?
Keep me updated.
What happens if we never find Vanessa?
You will. What you mean? What happened if you never find Vanessa?
Because I don't know where they are. Jose, if I knew where they are, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. We wouldn't even be having a conversation. We wouldn't have bothered.
How come Steven is not here and everybody else is not here?
Because they already were here. We already had this conversation.
All right. And what he
We're
said?
not picking on you.
What did he say?
What?
What did Steven say?
He wants to know where they are.
Where is Christine and Vanessa and them?
I don't know where Christine and Vanessa are, because if we knew...
He asked me too, where is she? I asked him, where is she? I don't know.
Okay.
How am I supposed
and we asked him, and he said he didn't know.
How am I supposed to be the missing link over here? Like, I'm the know-it-all? You understand? I'm just trying to be as much information as possible. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I have.
And we're trying to find a 1-year-old kid, and some of this information is not adding up. It doesn't make sense.
All right, so take me home.
Okay.
As questioning stalled, detectives confronted Morales with surveillance and witness evidence contradicting his alibi. Realizing they had their suspect, officers had him change into a forensic suit for transport, but not before Morales voiced frustration one last time about the process and his treatment.
You guys serious about taking my clothes? This is ridiculous.
You like totally ignored me when I told you somebody saw you leaving the house. You don't even, like I never even said it.
Yeah, put it in there.
You're still doing it.
I'm still doing it. If somebody's lying to you, if somebody saw me.
Have a seat, please. Unlace your shoes.
We're gonna leave his shoes on until he gets back outside and take them out. Gets into the car.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna take them on.
Yep.
What about my socks? Wet floor. What time you wear my pants? This?
Yes.
You want the underclothes too? I can keep this shirt on?
Do you have any boxers on underneath
No,
those?
no boxers. And I got a t-shirt on me. Can I keep that one on?
No, we'll need both of those.
Huh?
No, we'll need both of those.
Wait, hold on a second.
One thing at a time. Top shirt, please.
Here's your boss? Huh? His boss? He's your boss.
Other way around. Pick up that shirt for me, please.
What, can I keep my socks? And the shoes? Come on. You need my socks?
What do you think?
That's crazy. You don't have to put my shoes on. Can you take it when I get home?
Jose Morales was charged with and tampering with evidence in the death of Christine Holloway. Christine's case was devastating for investigators, but the next one in Paducah was no easier. Officers there faced another horrifying scene involving 60-year-old Judy Stalcup and her tragic demise.
Get out. When we tell you to move, move. Get out. Get out now. Sir, get them dogs out of this trailer right now. They better not bite me. I will.
I sleep on the couch. I heard a gunshot, and she said, "Tony, I'm died." I was asleep. I didn't nobody.
On July the 10th, 2019, deputies in Paducah responded to reports of a woman, 60-year-old Judy Stalcup, being fired upon. They arrived at the scene to find Judy's ex-husband, 64-year-old Anthony Stalcup, and a shocking scene before them.
Your husband and her.
My husband is sitting over here, and her better half or the other half.
Where's the good? Well, tell me where the good.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Sir, where's the good? I don't know. You don't know.
I don't know. I was asleep. There's no gun.
Just neighbors. We just neighbors when I come to see what was going on. With no gun that I know of.
She throwed it out the door.
Who has been shot? This lady right here.
My wife.
Judy Hill. Who is in this room right here, sir?
My dogs.
Who else?
Nobody.
Are these dogs going to bite? I need you to get off the phone. Y'all get up, y'all get up, get out. Get out.
We're getting out. We're getting out. We're getting out.
Move! All down!
Get out.
Get out. When we tell you to move, move! Get out. Get out now. Sir, get out. Come on. You come this way, please. Let's go. Well, sir, we'll get these people out of here, then we'll get them out.
As officers tried to make sense of this chaotic scene, inconsistencies in Anthony's story and the missing gun raised suspicions. Moments later, a visibly shaken neighbor, Aylin Ruffalo, approached with a crucial piece of information.
Come on, Tim. I got it. He was in the chair. The first thing we're going to do is Here's where she was. There's a little bit of blood. She was
Sitting.
in this room. Yeah.
That was an exit wound. It appeared to be an exit wound.
And I says, I hear the dogs in there.
No gun, no. Nothing. 53 for this. Listen to me. I'm gonna ask you one time, and you better be straight up. Is that in that back bedroom, and is there anybody else in there? I don't think words can express how unhappy I'm gonna be if there's somebody back there.
Well, what kind are they? Can you come get your dogs? Come get your dogs. Better have hold of them.
Jazz.
You better get hold of this dog.
All right, take them straight outside.
Dog out door.
If they get loose, they'll get run over.
Sir, get them dogs out of this trailer right now. They better not bite me. I will.
He's not going to bite you.
Get them out. Get them out.
Come on, Jazz.
Claims.
Yesterday, this man came over to my house.
You live over here?
I live right there, yeah.
Okay.
And he was drunk.
Yeah.
And he was talking all kind of crazy. And I don't. He said he had a gun and he was thinking about shooting somebody and all that. So
he just brought the conversation up like out of the blue.
he said, I need to cool off. I was like, what's going on? I haven't met the man from Adam, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, I need to cool off. Me and my old lady's been into it. He said, I got a gun. He said, I don't want to go there. Lottie.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was about it. He sat there and just kind of talked. And then he come back over here.
So what threats did he make? He said, I'm going to what?
He just said he had a gun.
Okay.
And he said, I don't want to do that.
But was he implying that? Okay.
I don't know what he was getting at,
Mm-hmm.
but I could smell alcohol really, really heavily on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just...
You never dealt with him before?
I've never met the man. He was just, it was kind of odd.
Detectives spoke with neighbors who described Anthony's erratic, threatening behavior before the shooting. But despite that, his unsettling calm and conflicting statements continued to deepen the mystery surrounding his wife.
I sleep on the couch. I heard a gun and she said, Tony, I'm and
where was she sitting at?
In that recliner up there, that burgundy recliner.
Okay. Who else was in there?
And I said, nobody.
Nobody? It was just you and her?
Yes, sir.
How did he get in there?
And I said, well, I called him.
Okay.
I said, Lord God in heaven. He said, Judy's shot. Somebody come help me.
Okay. And you were asleep?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there was nobody else in the residence?
No, sir.
Okay. Then how did she do it herself, or what happened?
As far as I know, she did.
Was she sitting in the chair when you looked over?
When I looked over, she said, Tony, I've been No, I didn't.
No? Whose gun is in the residence there?
Oh, it's hers.
Does she live here with you?
Yes, sir.
Y'all both reside here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
What's your relationship with her?
She's my ex-wife.
Okay. Off until we can talk to you further about that. And well, let me preface this by saying, you know, anytime something serious happens, we have to do a thorough job because people are going to say no, regard.
And I already know. Listen, please listen to me. I already know. I can't even be around guys.
Okay. I'm not even concerned about that right now. What I'm saying is I could be in a 100-acre field by myself, and something could happen to me. And if law enforcement doesn't do their job, people are going to talk, and so you know what I mean.
I understand.
So Let's see.
Yeah, I'll come
Giving
down.
him a ride down there.
Can I get some shoes on?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She alleged that yesterday he said he was going.
Said that today, no, he didn't say.
Oh, okay.
Said today, she said he keeps running me down. Said he's going to my whole family. Now that's hearsay, I know.
Judy was rushed to the hospital but didn't survive her injuries. Investigators then faced the difficult task of delivering the heartbreaking news to her family.
I'm her brother. I know, and I hate to inform you. I'm sorry to inform you, but she did pass. Right? Why did Judy pass?
What?
Okay.
Has anything?
We waited to tell you.
There's
my sister Charlie.
Boy George, 1466. She didn't make it. Oh, she's not.
Give me a wheelchair, somebody.
No, it's okay. Oh, yeah, she's got a wheelchair. Oh, my God.
One more thing to this. Hey, one more thing. Go ahead. These are bad. We're gathering that.
And he shot over her head before the gun. He run over with a car.
We're gathering that.
No, her, I do not know.
I'm not sure.
Whether she used them or not.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Is there any reports of? Did she ever report any of this? Him shooting her?
Yeah,
We've been trying to get her to leave him for a year.
Ronnie, did she ever report Tony shoot? I told y'all.
Is there anything on reports?
Did she report that he shot over her head and all and ran over the car?
Broke her leg,
Broke her leg, pushed her outside.
Did she call the
I think
mom?
so. I think so.
So it should be on the
So
report.
it's in Livingston County where he shot over her head.
Where's that at?
Just Parsons.
No, yeah.
Marshall.
So it's pretty much you guys kind of know, I guess, whenever he's drinking, because where's Tony at? Is that kind of the question? Or is it?
If I hadn't seen him out, like, she's doing, I say something. She goes, where's Tony? Most times she'd just say, well, he's not feeling good, his back's killed him. She'd cover him on it.
What was the prison type of
Guns and alcohol and stuff.
His possession of guns?
Yeah, but they always put the name.
Okay, so he's going to
He would have got out.
Yeah.
Because it was actually feeling like we're in his truck at your person's home. Is what it.
so that's
Yes.
Was he,
He wasn't violent offender or anything. It was like always like drinking and.
I don't think she's.
well, like I said,
She didn't shoot herself. We don't. She's had a stroke. My stepmother has, and it was a distress, and we don't want to. Of course, she was depressed from living this way. I mean, we're not saying she wasn't a depressed person, because of course you're depressed. No one that's completely in their right mind would stay in a situation like that. She did suffer from depression. She took depression medicine.
Anthony was questioned about his relationship with Judy and the events leading up to the shooting, but he remained evasive. Detectives challenged his inconsistencies as the investigation reached a crucial juncture.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I really am. I'll just go with the flow, and I'll do what I gotta do, and that's just what I gotta say. So I lay there, and I'd probably been asleep about 10 minutes, and I heard kaboom. And I said, what the hell did you... You shot me. I said, I was asleep. I didn't shoot anybody. And she said, well, I guess you won't have to worry about me no more. And she just fell over in the chair. And I got up and I called the neighbors. Of course, I mean, what am I going to do? I called the neighbors and I said, Judy's been shot. Do what? I said, Judy has herself. We'll be over in a minute. I said, Alan, I'm going to prison. because I'm an ex-felon. I ain't even supposed to be around guns.
Man.
And I said, she has done fucked me beyond belief again. And I said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She said, well, we'll wait a minute. And then all of a sudden, the cops was there, and here I said, I told your buddy in there, and I said, well, I said, I don't know if you know it or not, but I'm going to prison. He said, no, you're not even under arrest.
No.
He said, you're not under arrest. I said, when they find that gun in that house, and I'm an ex-felon, they are going to automatically take me, just so simple.
Yeah. No, it's not that simple.
And I said, God, can somebody just take me to, where did they take her? Did they take her to Baptist?
Yes, yeah, they took her to Baptist.
Can somebody please get me to my wife?
Yeah, nobody can be around her right now, obviously. They've got doctors around her, and they're trying to do what they can for her.
I'll sit there till hell freezes over. That's my baby.
You fell asleep. Where'd you fall asleep?
I went to sleep on the couch.
Okay.
On the couch.
Were you laying down?
I was facing this way on the couch against a wall, and all of a sudden I heard kaboom, and I thought, she's but no, she's turkey.
So you were kind of leaned up against the wall, kind of sitting like you are now, and just leaned up against the wall and that sort of
thing? No, I was laying down.
Okay, you were laying down.
Yeah, I was laying down on the couch.
With your feet on this side and head down there?
Yeah, I sound asleep. And I heard the gun go off, and I thought, what in
What did she say when you woke up?
Oh, she didn't say nothing. She's out. She's gone.
She was already out when you woke up?
She was just like this in the chair.
Okay. So what did you do then?
I said, oh my God, what have we done? And she wouldn't answer me. So I called Allie and Nettie, our neighbors.
Sure.
And I said, Judy's been shot. Y'all need to get over here. We need to do something. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to go to jail. I don't know what to do.
Anthony admitted to having thoughts of self-harm, but denied intentionally hurting Judy. Detectives, however, kept him on track, not allowing him room to think as he spun a web of lies. This was a tactic used by seasoned detectives to box suspects into a corner. By barely giving him room to think, they could spot inconsistencies in his narrative.
I worked in surgery, okay, when I was 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in surgery, and then I took anatomy and physiology and barbering and all that, and I thought, my God, what could that have hit?
Yeah.
It could have hit her lungs, it could have hit her heart, it could have, and I just...
You called them, what did you do with the gun after that? Or let me back up. Where was the gun after you saw that? What
when I saw it, I laid it down on the coffee table.
Okay. Where was it when you woke up?
It was in her hand.
Okay. In which hand?
Her left hand. Right hand.
Her right hand? Okay.
Yeah.
Is she right-handed or left-handed?
She's right-handed.
Okay. You're kind of motioning there. What were you doing?
She's right-handed. She had to do this. I mean, that's the only way. She just could.
Okay.
But
and it was still in her hand? Can you kind of describe to me, show me kind of how?
It was down in the chair like this.
Okay. So her hand was still in the chair?
Yeah.
What kind of gun was it? I don't think I ever.
Ruger 9mm.
Ruger 9mm. So it wasn't a revolver. It was just a like this.
Oh no, it was just Ruger 9mm, semi-automatic.
Okay, yeah, not a revolver or anything.
No.
Okay.
No.
So what'd you do with the gun?
I grabbed it and threw it underneath the coffee table, where y'all probably found it. I said, "Oh my!"
Under the coffee table, is that the?
Yeah,
is it right
I mean, y'all knew, what do you call it? Gunshot residue, whatever you want to on me. I don't care.
You haven't shot a recently?
Not recently.
When's the last time you probably shot a? Hasn't been within the past few days or anything?
No. It's been, it's been 4 or 5 months
So
ago.
what led up to this, you think?
Me drinking again.
But you just started drinking today, right?
Yesterday.
You only had 3 beers?
Yesterday.
Okay. So you went to the store yesterday with her?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many did you, like, have a bunch yesterday or something, or?
There was an 18 pack and there was 2 left in it, but all I did was drink and go to sleep.
Okay.
I mean,
so you drank 16 yesterday or
I'm
something?
the most non-violent person you'll ever meet in your life.
And I mean, it's not illegal to drink beer in your own camper. I'm just trying to, obviously,
Right.
everybody.
What led to it, and she don't like I said, we're both alcoholics.
Right.
And for me to drink a beer is just like, oh my God, help me.
I mean, what had she been saying about the drinking? You said you think that.
Well,
that's why.
Okay.
Okay. So within 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Within shorter than that, or?
No, 30 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes. And I thought, oh my God, what have I done? You know, you always want to blame yourself.
Well, I mean, yeah. Why would you be to blame in this one, in this situation?
Well, if I wouldn't have went and got no beer, she wouldn't have done this stupid shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if she went with you and she said she's going to buy it for you one more time, surely she can't be that upset about it.
Like I said, she's Cherokee.
Yeah, you said that before. Like, you mean, what does that mean?
You ever been around the Indian?
Well, yeah. You saying she got a temper, or what do you mean?
Oh yeah, when she gets something in her head, that's it. It's over.
Anthony claims that they had been arguing and that the gun went off accidentally, or that Judy had shot herself. But at this point, his story was becoming too tangled for even Anthony to maintain.
I've been asleep probably about 30 minutes, and then bam!
And then you woke up when you heard that.
I didn't see no blood or nothing, but I said, what the hell did you... I thought maybe she just something, or where I grew up, hell, she fly on the wall or something.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm no biker.
Right.
And I thought, what has she done? And she said, I'm shot. And I said, oh, bullshit. You ain't shot. Leave me alone. Just let me go back to sleep. And it got real quiet, and I rolled over and looked at her, and she just... And I said, oh my God, what have you done? And I called Eddie and Adeline, and I said, Eddie, y'all, somebody get over here. Something's wrong. I think Judy herself. I don't know what the hell's going on, but please come over.
However, just a couple of minutes later, Anthony tells the detective an entirely different version of events.
And then you noticed that she wasn't saying anything?
Yeah, and I tipped her over, and that's when I saw a gunshot hole right here. And I said, oh.
So is that like the first thing you did after you heard that is ask her what she did?
Yeah, I jumped up because she's already over like this, and I jumped up and I said, Judy, wake up. Judy, don't do this, because she's done stupid before. And I said, Judy, talk to me. Talk to me. At least, come on, acknowledge me. And she just, and I said, and I grabbed her shoulder and pulled her over, and I said, oh my God.
You don't want those over here, though. I mean, I understand, even if you both are alcoholics. I mean,
you don't know my life.
I mean, I would think she'd shoot you over, get you to stop drinking. That's what most women would do, right?
I wish she would.
I mean, why would she shoot herself when? I mean, have you heard the boom?
Right.
What happened right then and there? Right when you heard the boom?
I jumped.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped up off cat. The dogs don't like loud noises. They don't like thunder.
Yeah, most don't.
The dogs were going crazy, and I jumped up, and she and shot.
As the pressure mounted, Anthony's story began to unravel, with key forensic details emerging.
And what they're telling us is that there's absolutely no way that she could have herself the way that she's been shot. All right. So we need to figure that out right now.
Okay.
I mean, how can we explain that?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I really do.
Well, Tony, really, I mean, I've been trying to wrap my head around it. You know, professionals, experts saying there's no way she shot herself in that manner. So there's really only two things that I can think of. And, you know, you tell me what's right, what's wrong, all right? Now, I don't want to put words in your mouth or anything. You're going to have to be the one that tells me which is the right one. Either you shot her in cold blood for whatever reason, out of spite, being mean, vengeful, hateful, whatever.
I would never do that, sir.
Or you all got into an argument, you're defending yourself in some type of altercation, you're defending yourself, and it happened. I mean, we've seen both things. So one of those two things had to have been what happened. So you tell me, Tony. So you didn't think that somebody a foot away might get hit by this bullet?
No, sir, that never crossed my mind.
How does it not cross your mind?
I don't know, I'm stupid, I guess.
I mean, bullet stops once it hits something, right? Sometimes.
It's
got to hit something like this. You thought a pillow was going to stop it?
Yeah, I thought the pillow in the couch was going to stop it, yeah.
Come on, man.
I did. I swear to God I did.
So you were willing to risk your wife's life on thinking that this pillow or this couch was gonna stop a 9mm round. And look at this couch, and look at this pillow.
Right.
What's that pillow gonna tell us?
It should have a bullet hole in it.
Should have a bullet hole in it?
Yep. Promise you.
Well, I mean, if I knew that that's what I did, then, I mean, there's got to be a bullet hole in there. And I'm telling you right now, guess what else there'd be? You'd have marks to your hair, and you don't. So you're
GSR there.
So you're still feeding me a line.
Officers could see Anthony's resistance breaking, and they decided it was now time to turn the screws as they looked to finally get the truth out of it.
Now, listen to me, all right? Things happen, and things happen quickly, all right? But here's where you've got to stop and recognize and realize the importance of telling the truth, okay? Because minus the truth, Tony, people can make this into whatever they want, all right? But here's the thing. What makes it look really bad and what makes the really bad version look more believable is whenever you're telling one untruth after another untruth after another untruth. And the thing is, the only time that you are becoming a little more truthful is after we have expressed and explained the impossibilities to the story you just gave, okay? Now hear me out. Now, we have now yet again another untruth. There's no way, it's impossible for this gun to have been under a pillow, you facing the wall, you pull the trigger without taking aim at her. Now, what I don't know, because I wasn't there, and nor was Captain Norman. What we don't know is what escalated.
After you and her had an argument, you and Judy had an argument, you went over and talked to your neighbor?
No, he come over my house.
Okay. You were talking to him after?
Yeah.
Telling him
Yeah.
that you had an argument, that you and Judy had an argument?
No, I don't.
And that,
I do not.
So what?
Sure are.
What did you talk to your neighbor about then?
Oh, I've got a Bose stereo hooked up to my TV, and I said, "Come here, Cody, listen to this." But as far as Eileen and Eddie, no, they don't. I don't remember going over there. No.
I'm done. We're gonna get some paperwork together, okay?
A little glass of water or something.
Get you a glass of water. We're gonna get your paperwork together.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right.
I don't know how to say this other than we just got notified by the hospital that she didn't make it.
Oh my God. No, don't tell me. Please don't tell me that.
I'll let you.
Did she die?
Yes, sir.
Oh God, no, 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 no. No, please don't tell me that. Please. No, God, no. Oh God, no. What am I gonna do without her?
I'll let you stay in here for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna
Can you listen to me? Just they're hurting me.
Well, I'm gonna give me a few minutes. I'm gonna let you have a few minutes in here, and then I'm gonna take you on over to the jail. Okay?
My wife's dead.
Anthony Stalcup was arrested and charged with murder and possession of a handgun by a felon. Up next is a heartbreaking case where officers rushed to save lives inside a trailer inhabited by 34-year-old Music Adami, her boyfriend, and their 2 kids, only to end up delivering devastating news no parent should ever hear.
Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning. I can't sit upright.
Are you guys on anything?
No.
Why? Because you're up here and there's a kid, that's why. Kid?
I'm just probably going to ask if I can see my dad.
On March the 10th, 2024, New Mexico officers responded to a disturbing 911 call and arrived at a trash-filled trailer. Inside, they found 34-year-old Music Adami and her boyfriend, Matthew Bynum, barely able to move or speak. Unknown to the officers at the time, meeting the parents in that state was going to mark the beginning of trouble.
Grant County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
97 Quail Run.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I have no idea. I'm staying with some friends right now, and they are completely. You have a little girl who's not responsive at all. To the adult, the parents are somewhat responsive, but not. They're in and out of. And then they have a 7-year-old boy who is mostly responsive. I was able to get him on a chair, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I really don't.
And are you staying in the same house?
No. I'm just on the property.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Thaddeus Hawkins. I woke up and I heard someone yelling, "Ow, help!" And so I went in. I was trying to help him.
Okay. And what room is he in?
It's kind of like a one living area type of thing right now, but he's in the same area as them. They're all in the same tiny home area.
Okay. Give me a second while I get them started on their way. Okay.
What's going on? Some of the people in the home right here that aren't responding. They're not responding? So there's one that's not responding. Who's here? Sheriff's office! Yeah. What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning. I can't sit upright.
Are you guys on anything?
No.
No? What?
No, I'm just really stiff.
Music and Matthew appeared dazed and confused, repeatedly insisting they had no idea what had happened. Paramedics fought desperately to revive little Jacques Line as the scene left officers baffled as to what went wrong.
What's wrong with them? He's tired, I think. Is he awake?
He is awake. He moved from here over to there. He is awake.
Who's not responsive?
Not responsive.
The girl in the middle.
She's responsive.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You guys need to move.
Yes.
Move. You guys need to get up now.
Yeah.
Get up.
We're getting up.
Get up.
I'm getting up.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get up.
I'm going.
You guys need to get out.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Stand up. Get up. Hurry up. You need to get up.
Got it.
Go to 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, kid?
Move. Get up. Yes.
Get out now! Get out! Get out! I don't care. Stand up.
I'm going.
How long, Hondo? Check his vitals. Did y'all smoke?
Huh? No.
What is it?
No, it's not. No, we just fell asleep really hard. We're really sick.
755 for him.
What's going on? Was it?
So unit calling, you're very 10-1.
Get out.
I'm not copying 8. Stand up. Come on. Give me your hands.
Where is this going?
Stand up! Now!
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again! Stand up!
I'm standing up. I'm trying to.
Give me the other arm.
Yeah.
Ow! Extremely confused. So no offense. What about? Right, just be honest with me because I need to be able to treat your kid.
Let me get up, okay? Stand up. Sit down. Sit up. Come on.
Thank you.
What did you take?
I don't remember taking anything.
How long have you been out?
So last night was the last time that you were okay.
Last time I was okay. We were laying in the bed there. Had to split all the oats.
Okay, what the hell did you take, bro? What did you take?
I didn't take anything.
What do you guys have then?
I don't have anything.
You want to take him to the unit?
We'll get that once EMS checks on vitals.
We'll take him. Let's take one at a time. I don't know if he can walk.
He needs to get seen first.
Okay, so we don't know exactly what they took. They're both confused. They don't want to say anything. We have 110-7, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Another one, bad condition. He was unconscious, I believe, when they got here. And she was also in bad condition when they got here. But our detectives are on their way right now, so we're just securing everything. She good? Let's go. Stand up. What's your name?
Music.
Huh?
Music.
All right, stand up, music, and place your hands behind your back, okay?
I can't really stand it very well.
Let's go. Hurry up.
I don't know what it is. I'm trying.
Turn around. Give me your other hand.
Sorry.
Come on.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Attention soon shifted to what could have caused everyone to become so incapacitated, with suspicions mounting about drugs or toxins. Although it was already obvious at this point, the cops still needed to give them the benefit of the doubt.
You awake?
Yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not sure.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
He's not feeling too good. I don't know if you guys want to check him out again. He's leaning to the side and he says he's not feeling too good.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You said you don't feel good?
Yeah. Lightheaded.
Lightheaded?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me what your name is? Do you mind if we just check your vitals one more time?
Take a needle off of her. It's right there. It's all burnt up. There's still ash marks on her sweater. The door was already open. I seen the parents laying down, and I seen the son. He didn't look responsive. I didn't see him until I asked him. I said, "What's going on?" I looked left. He's just sitting on the chair, all lethargic. I was like, "What's wrong with him?" And I saw him moving and breathing, so I was like, "Okay." So I went to go check on him. I was all, "Who's not responsive?" And then she goes, the mom goes, "I don't think she is." And I looked, and they're on top of her. I didn't even see them. Like half of his left body was on her left side, half of her right body was on her other side. So she moved, and I looked at the kid, and I looked at her, and it was just, she was already gone.
Despite desperate attempts to save little Jacqueline, he could not be saved and was pronounced deceased. Her brother was rushed to the hospital for emergency care, while investigators began probing whether toxins or environmental hazards had played a role in this tragedy. Later, officers questioned music in the hospital, who was still unaware of the terrible tragedy.
Diabetes, seizures, strokes.
I have had seizures before because I got a minor nasocranial fracture on a bicycle, but it was like 10 years ago.
What's your name?
Music.
Can you spell that?
M-U-S-I-C. My parents are long-haired freaky people. They really named me Music. I have an ID.
Do you have heart problems?
Not that I know of, but I have been having a lot of episodes where my both arms will be super numb when I wake up in the morning. But nothing like last night. Last night I couldn't sit up because it was excruciating. And my kids were all floppy, like, we all were all floppy. I can't explain it. I don't have any idea. I don't know how my kids would have gotten it. We were at their birthday party all day. Like, we did not have on us at the birthday party. She couldn't sit up. I have no idea. Like, I've done a lot of drugs and nothing has ever been like that. And I don't know what it was. But I do want a toxicology to know if something is going on. Everybody that was at the party, I trusted.
Are you going to be her nurse? Okay. So just real quick, I don't know if you're aware of her situation, what's going on. So if she brings anything up, she hasn't questioned anything yet, so let's just ignore it. So she doesn't know anything at all. She doesn't know that her kids yet. So let's just, if she does say anything, just ignore it.
My kids have been feeling weird. All we had to eat in bed last night was some chocolate cake that we got for my daughter for her birthday. I do smoke weed, and the last time I jumped Jenny's was at approximately 12:30.
Okay.
Before we head out to the park for her birthday party. It was probably my best to ask if I can see my dad. I need to talk to him. I just want to see him.
I can't let you leave this room.
Are you the detective?
I am.
Are you the one that will also be getting a toxicology report? Because I need one. I know I've done a lot of things in my life and I've never felt anything like I did last night. It was completely bizarre.
Well,
and all that we had was the chocolate cake that we bought at Albertsons just before bed. We ate one more slice of chocolate cake.
Okay, and what was it that you felt last night?
Last night, I just felt like I couldn't hold myself up. Like, I kept falling into the wall. My kids kept falling into the wall.
You're weak, you were dizzy.
All
how
of
so?
the above.
Right. You have any questions for me?
Are my kids okay?
Your kids are okay right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of your kids is here right now, but I'll talk to you about this more here in a little bit, okay?
Officers decided that it was time to break the tragic news to the parents before resuming their investigation. At this point, it was uncertain how they were going to receive the news, considering that they had a hand in their daughter's unfortunate demise.
When we have a death occur, we treat every death as if it's a homicide until we can prove otherwise, whether it's someone, old person dying in their bed or what have you. So just for those reasons, we're going to take some pictures, okay? What's that? The little girl's gone. Okay, so we're gonna have you stand up. Officer Carrasco's gonna remove your handcuffs. We're gonna take some pictures, okay?
Stand up, sir.
Give him a minute.
Well, you guys were waking me up. She was talking.
So, Mr. Bynum, here in a while, we're gonna have a conversation about that, okay? But I know you're gonna need a little time.
Wait for representation.
Okay, you're gonna want a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's take some pictures and then we can get you back to the cell for now, okay?
Thaddeus, the sober friend and the one who had called 911, was briefly detained as detectives interrogated him. And this was the moment when crucial clues started to come up about this unfortunate incident.
Before we get into that, let's start in the morning. So how did the morning start?
Well, I don't know if you saw the red van there or not with the dogs in it barking. That's where I'm trying to convert that into a little trailer. That's where I was sleeping. I woke up and I thought I heard the kids playing around outside, and then I realized that someone was yelling out inside the tiny home, and I didn't know why. So I got out of the van and I went and I checked. There was music. Matt was kind of laying near music, like almost on top of Zachy, little girl. So that's what I decided to call 911.
So let's just kind of backtrack it a little bit. So you heard music yelling. So you hear that. You walk to the door. You go to the door and you open the door and you see Zach, you said? Zachy, and music laying on what?
Well, that was on the bed. Zachy was kind of half on, half off, and music was not on the bed at all.
How did they get that out?
It was it's a propane heater on the wall, yeah. But last night, a few nights ago, the propane ran out, and they had taken it off to go get propane, but never got it to the propane tip.
Did they ever start fires in the house?
No. They don't start fires in the house. They go and I thought you saw the coals in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So that was where they went and they burned wood and brought it in once it was cold and no smoke left.
Yeah, because that's what I saw. I saw that and I was like, well, maybe we could be looking at carbon monoxide here too.
It was. I don't think it would have been because last night they might have used wood the coals to heat it, but it's probably not likely. It's common for that to happen, but it was never around the kids. They never did anything around the kids, and they loved them so much.
Is there anything that stands out to you about what happened that could explain what's going on here?
Oh, I mean, what stood out was Zachy's face, how pale it was, or that's what I called it.
Environmental tests confirmed lethal carbon monoxide levels in the trailer, suggesting poisoning. But as more evidence suggesting severe negligence started to surface, investigators were left wondering, was it an accident or something far darker?
I do smoke, but I had not imbibed any.
Okay, so just to be clear with you, thank you.
I do not use them regularly. It was just kind of like I wasn't feeling good. It doesn't matter. That's all just excuses. But anyways, I had not used any past like noon 30 at the very latest.
Okay.
And there was nothing that she could get in the room. The room is extremely messy, and that is true. And we're working on it. We don't have a vehicle right now to even take it to the dump. So it's really
hard.
It is hard.
Crazy hard.
And we had a friend that was letting us use their truck. Do dump runs and stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I do dump runs and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, I've done, not recently, but like recently I've just done. And I've done a lot of drugs throughout my life, though. My name is Music. My parents named me Music, you know? That's the life I grew up in. But, I've never felt like I did last night. It was unreal. Like, I couldn't hold myself up. My daughter and my son couldn't hold themselves up. I had no idea what was going on. I just wanted us to get some sleep, and I thought that would help. And I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't have any idea what happened, but I want to know what was in my system, and I want to know how it got to my kids' system, because they did not get in. I'm telling you. And an investigation will have to be done, and that is fine with me. But I know that I do not do this hard. I know that. And so if that's in my system, and if that's in my little girl's system, somebody put it there. Sorry, excuse my language, but I do not
speak however you want. You're going through some right now. Straight up.
No, I want to speak eloquently because I don't want to
be misconstrued.
I don't want to be misconstrued. I know that a lot of people come through here lying about what they do, and I am not here to lie about what I do. I'm here to figure out what happened to my children, because but I just want to know that okay.
So
I want the opportunity to become the best fit for them. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was the cake or anything. I don't know what it was.
What about the heater for the house?
The heater? We don't have the propane system. We're out of propane.
And the coal? Like if we had the coals or whatever you were burning in there?
Yeah, it was cold. They were cold. But we burn them all the way to coals so they don't smoke the place out, and then we did the window. Normally we have a propane heater, and when we have the propane hooked up to the heater that's up against the wall, we still leave it vented because the kids were, a while back, like when we first moved in, this is over a year ago, my son was waking up throwing up, and we discovered it's because we had all the windows shut with the propane heater on, so it wasn't ventilating properly, so we started leaving the windows just cracked, and that was enough, and all the throwing up stuff.
Is that your son's name? Guy? I checked on him at the hospital when I saw you. So from what they're thinking, at that time, things could have changed. He looks like he has a touch of pneumonia.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, otherwise, he seemed pretty okay. They're treating them. They're gonna do what doctors do.
Yeah.
Right, and check him for all sorts of stuff. Zachy, she didn't survive. Fine. But we are going to look into it as deeply as we possibly can to try to get a better answer for what happened.
Music Adami and Matthew Bynum were found guilty of intentional abuse resulting in death and abandonment. Moving on from one tragic case to another, where officers reacted to the shocking news of a mother of 2 children involved in a gruesome crime.
Up in the head.
You what?
Up in my ear.
I just don't feel right. I'm not, like, it's been, I don't do this. I love my kids.
How did your son's
I just don't know.
On November the 8th, 2023, officers received a distressing 911 call from a woman reporting a chaotic incident involving her neighbor, Tiffany, and her children, Jaden and Maurice.
911, where's your emergency?
219 Bentwood Drive, Shepherdsville, Kentucky, 40165. My neighbor just came up to my door and just passed out, and I can't get her to wake up. She's
okay, is she breathing?
She is. I would say in her early 30s. And now she's screaming that the kids are dying. Stay here. She is breathing, yes.
Do you know if she has any medical history?
I have no idea.
I don't care, though. I don't care. I just don't. I'd rather than everyone else.
She's drinking some water. It's okay. Can you set up? Just stay right there, okay? It's okay. I promise. We've got you. She started saying something about her kids, and the front door was open, so my husband ran over to see, because she has 2 little kids. This is 911?
Yes, next to 219 Bentwood Drive. My wife's on the phone. The kids, I just went there at our neighbor's house. The kid, he's on the bed. He's all bloody.
There's a kid on the bed all
Yeah, in that neighbor's house. She told us that he's okay. He's breathing. So he's.
But this is at 219?
It's next to 219.
To the left or the right if you're looking at the street?
It'd be the left-hand side. It's okay, buddy.
Do we know what happened to him?
I have no idea. We just found our neighbor, the woman, their mom, just freaking out in my yard.
Okay, and how old is he?
Oh my God, he's I don't know. He's probably 6. There's blood all over the bed. There's a gun. Oh my God.
Was he shot?
I don't see wound. He's on his face. I don't see a wound on him.
Is he breathing?
Yes, he is breathing.
Okay,
He's breathing.
Okay.
He's breathing.
And you cannot find a gun on him?
I cannot find a gunshot. There's a case in here, though. I don't know if I should roll him over. He's breathing.
If you would like to, I don't know.
And the other kid's over here next to the bed. He's crying, but hey, buddy, are you okay?
I'm at 2 radio. I'll start that way.
Hey, buddy.
There are 2 juveniles on the bed.
2 juveniles?
And you only see 1 shell casing?
No, they're both but they're both breathing. There's a lot of there's a whole lot of
Emergency responders rushed to the scene, but the true horror was only just beginning to unravel inside the home.
She conscious? She conscious? Ma'am, what's your name? Huh? I can't hear you. Tiffany? All right, Tiffany, I'm going to change these handcuffs out, okay? And then I'm going to roll you over and I'm going to sit you up, all right? Now I'm going to pick your hands up so you can take these off. Do not struggle. Do you understand me? You're going to sit up at the same time. You understand? 1, 2, 3. Take this leg, fold it in, make that foot touch your knee. Roll to the side, on the ground. Now we're going to roll again this way and I'm going to assist you up on your feet, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. She's saying she ain't feeling right either. She's breathing. She's alert.
Did you get the gun?
No, leave it later.
It's somewhere in there, but they've moved everything. EMS is fine. There's nobody else in the house.
Okay.
We did a clearing. Nobody in the basement. No other victim in there.
I got her in my car. She's handcuffed in my car.
Alright, detectives are on the way, so.
So we still got to pat her down. She got on the dress. I don't think she has a weapon. When you get a second, we can get her back out and let you pat her down real quick while wander. That's fine. She's locked in there though. There you go. Sit down right there. Turn your feet that way.
Are you hurt anywhere?
I don't care.
Where are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you something real quick. Can you answer me? Do you have any weapons on you? No? Okay. When I walked up, he said, she just her kids, man. You better get her out of here. Okay.
Yep, they got some more emotion going on with this white being pregnant over there, too.
I was like, you go ahead and come with me. Hop in this car. I'll put the AC on high for you.
01 to 51.
I believe it's going to be off the parole range. We're still trying to find it. I think it's new construction.
Authorities secured the scene and detained Tiffany, quickly noting her disoriented behavior and signs of possible intoxication. Once in custody, the detectives prepared to confront her with evidence and uncover the truth behind her unstable mental state. It was not unusual for suspects to pretend to lack mental capacity, and the detectives were very well aware of this.
Go stand here with him. I'm going to get my wand. Okay. I'm going to do that myself. You got a light? Will this light turn on? Okay. This is just the wand, okay? It's just to check you. You got anything on you? Nothing? Huh?
Up in the head.
You what?
Shot in my ear.
You stuff in here? What's here?
That's
I don't see anything.
There's nothing there.
Okay.
Okay.
Where you?
We're going to take her back to the interview room. I got to go in and turn it on, so we want to wait till I get there, and that way we can view her and just keep an eye on her. Okay. Just have a seat. You're good.
that neighborhood.
Huh?
It's that neighborhood.
It's that neighborhood? Okay, just hang on just a second, okay? But I'm going to give her Miranda rights because she's made a statement about the neighborhood. I just don't want her to say her just free speech or just openly let her talk. Okay.
What year did you supposedly do that at? One again?
Right.
Huh?
Okay.
I know.
You know what?
Okay. All right.
You know what?
Okay. All right.
Good.
You ain't showing nothing now. I'm not seeing nothing. That's supposedly the one she said.
No, he did, didn't he? He said, do you got earrings in, didn't he?
Okay.
It's on camera.
Well, let me see. That don't have nothing to do with it.
It means everything. You're up.
John, is it getting hot in there? You need a fan?
No, we're good. You good? Are you hot? You got fans?
Is it warm or anything? Not warm? Okay.
Can you stop
Can I stop what?
all that?
What's that? What, flexing my joints?
Yeah, you keep showing me your fingers and...
I'm not showing you fingers. I'm sitting here all myself.
deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Come on up. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. You alright? Sit up, sit up,
What's
sit
going
up.
on? What's going on?
Just sit up, sit still. Take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath for me in your nose and out your mouth. Do it again. Take a deep breath for me. Do it again. Take some deep ones. You're okay.
Okay.
You good? All right. Take a deep breath.
The interrogation would soon take a darker turn as detectives probed Tiffany's motives and state of mind.
Every word you make, you move a finger.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you're supposed to be?
That's how I am. She claims I move. I told her I'm not a person that sits still. I move constantly.
Yeah, I've got that shit routine. I always have to.
See, as soon as you walked in. Why is it doing that?
My phone.
As soon as you walk in the door? That's weird, right?
It's weird.
It's weird. As soon as people walk, sounds, that's not right.
No. Let me shut this.
See?
Let me shut this.
It's not right. See?
Not for right now.
Every time I say something, your phone's going off. If I know I look crazy, but I'm not crazy.
I don't think you look crazy. I'm just trying to, if I'm going to talk to someone, I'd rather know who they are. I can tell you a little bit about me.
I love my children.
You tell me a little bit about you. Okay?
I love my children. I love my boys so much.
Oh, I know.
I wouldn't hurt them, but I just feel like I felt back and I was letting them play the video games and I wasn't like focusing how I was supposed to, and they get that video game and the YouTube and the kids, it just messes their minds up to where people can manipulate their parents or do whatever they want. And I feel like someone put something upon my house or me or something, like I just don't feel right. I'm not, like I don't do this. I love my kids.
Mm-hmm. Are you from Louisville area?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago area.
Oh, really? How long you been here?
Like 11 years.
Okay. How'd you end up coming to Louisville?
I just came.
I'm sorry?
I just came.
I just decided to move. I'm going to let you know what your rights are, okay? Earlier you said something about PlayStation games or something?
Yeah.
What about it?
I just feel like those games manipulate the children, the YouTube and just, haven't you ever heard anything like that before?
I mean, yeah.
Like, I really feel like it is manipulating for the children, and they get into the children's homes and, break the families up. That's what I feel.
I mean, you could be right.
I am right.
Yeah.
I know I'm right.
Yeah.
And you do too.
Yeah.
You do.
I mean,
you just know.
The stuff that's on the internet that you have access to now is terrible.
It's terrible for the kids, and they need to stop. Like, my kids are beautiful angels, you know? And
well, you said something about the PlayStation and YouTube and all that, which makes sense and I understand.
I feel like someone tried to manipulate me through my phone, manipulate me through my house, doing stuff to me.
What are they doing to you?
Manipulating my mind. Parker Borders. His name is Parker Borders.
What about him?
He lives in Bardstown, and I'm pretty sure he's been manipulating my mind for like 3 years.
Really?
Through my phone, putting up things in my house, like real evil, dark, weird stuff, like trying to
get you to do things?
Yeah, like alter my mind, like completely like flip me. Like, I'm a woman of God. I don't do.
Yeah.
You don't hurt your children. You protect them, and I feel like I have to protect my children.
Right.
How do you protect them from a problematic system? How do you really serve? People aren't serving these days. Money is everything. It's not. I'll lose it all. I don't care. For my kids, I don't care. I just don't. You just don't do that. I'm very certain. Don't look my kids in the eye. Like, I love my kids.
I know you do.
I would never do something like this unless someone manipulated me.
Did he actually tell you in person?
No,
or is it...
but he controls my phone, all my bills are in his name, like he has too much access to me,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So I feel like he manipulated my mind, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would never hurt my children.
Who is this Parker guy to you? Just a friend, or?
Like a sugar daddy type thing. I feel like it was portrayed off of revenge or something like that.
Right.
Before, I had a friend who was with him, and she mysteriously passed away in a car wreck. And then now, in my house, you'll see there's like things like my car is gonna get blown up, all these weird little, like how stuff is all set up funny, you know, in my house like that. So I just feel uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like it's him. It's not me. It's not me. I'm right with God, so I know it's not me. I know. It's not in my mind.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Investigators struggled to piece together a timeline and make sense of the bizarre sequence of events that left Tiffany's children in such a condition.
So that gun that was, I guess, in the house, in the bedroom or whatever, that's his gun?
Yes.
Why did he give it to you?
I don't know.
How long ago did he give it to you? You remember? Like years, months, days, what?
I don't know.
Don't remember?
Been a while.
Been a while? What do you remember him telling you in your mind to do or persuading you to do?
I just don't know. He just, you know, it's just happened once before. Like, I got like a weird feeling, like it just felt weird. And then here recently it just felt weird. I'm a good mom. Like, I'm a really good woman. I'm a mother, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I have veneers and everything.
I'm sorry?
I said I have veneers and everything. I don't look like this.
Okay. Do you remember hurting your sons today? I mean, you remember it, but I'm not saying it's you.
It's not me.
It's not you.
It's
like
not.
you said.
I know it's not me. I would never hurt my children.
Right. He's influencing you.
Manipulating.
Manipulating is the best word.
Through the phones. Wi-Fi, all of that.
Now, once he manipulated you and pushed you into doing this, what do you remember firing a weapon at them today? I mean, you remember that, right? So I'm guessing since you were going over there to ask for help, you had saw that your sons had been injured, right? And were bleeding. You saw that, right? But physically, you're the one who pulled the trigger, even though that's not you. And somebody else is pushing you to do that or manipulating you to do that. You pulled the trigger on the weapon. Is that correct? It's not correct? How did your sons get shot?
I just don't know.
You don't know?
I have no word.
How long after your boys got hurt? How long did you immediately go next door to ask for help, or did you wait for a while, or what? But do you think it was an accident today, or did you mean to shoot? Because if you think about it, really, if you think about it, there would only be, I guess, two ways of thinking on something like that. That it's an accident, you didn't want to hurt him, you didn't mean to hurt him, or you're the bad mom who wants to hurt him. Let me ask you this, do you think talking will help instead of holding it in? I mean, what do you think? How's your feelings on that? Some people say, talk it out, it helps.
I just told you everything.
I need to ask you, I hate to ask you this because it hurts, but how many times did you shoot each one of them? Multiple times? One time, two times, what? sorry I have to ask you that. I really am. But I got to. Sorry.
I have no words.
Hmm?
I have no words.
You don't know how many times you so I guess did you just keep pulling the trigger until it was empty or what?
No. I just don't have anything to say right now.
Did you leave it in the bedroom? If you left it there, then we'll find it. If you threw it in the woods somewhere, some kid's gonna find it. That's what we're concerned about. Did you leave it in the bedroom? Yes? Okay. How many times did you pull the trigger today?
I didn't. I don't want to talk anymore. I don't have nothing else to say.
Just lay your head back down and be still, Tiffany. Okay?
I just don't know what this is.
Tiffany continued to insist she was not responsible for her children's injuries, despite mounting evidence. While her answers only deepened the confusion, her family's anguish and demand for justice intensified.
You know we love Jaden and Maurice. You know Jaden was the only thing we had left. And you took him from us. You know I had already lost his dad. And then my other son. And then you took Jaden. You have ripped our lives apart. And you know that you could have gave them kids to us. And we would have took care of them. But you have been selfish. My heart is in pieces. And you know that you have always had a place to drop them off. You took him from me. And I hurt every day. Every second of the day, I hurt. And I hope they give you 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole. I want you to suffer just like I'm suffering right now. They did not deserve that. You took my little man from me. And we all love him so much, Jaden and Maurice. Oh, I remember the time he called me. Nana told me he loved me. And it took him forever to cuddle with me. But Jaden is our blood. Oh God, oh Lord, give me strength. Jaden had cousins that loved him. Melody and Torrin. Torrin sleeps with a teddy bear and a picture of Jaden every night. I don't have nothing else to say. She just knows, she knows she done ripped us apart.
I will never forgive you. I struggle and often wonder what else kind of pain did they endure at the hands of you before you ultimately took their life. Part of this statement I was gonna write, I hope every day you close your eyes that they haunt you, but I don't. You don't deserve to see them and they shouldn't see you. If he decides to give you any kind of leniency today and grant you parole at some point, I'll be there at every parole hearing. Do you hear me? I'll be there at every parole hearing.
The sheer horror that second child had, and she heard the discharge of that weapon for the first child. And maybe even both of them seeing their mother pull the trigger, taking their life. At this time, the court will state for the record, the court has considered the probation pre-sentence report, arguments of counsel, the contents of the file, and no sufficient reason having been shown by judgment not be pronounced and sentence imposed. Case number 23 CR 404, Commonwealth of Kentucky versus Tiffany Lucas as to count 1. The court will adjudge the defendant guilty of the offense of murder and fix her sentence at life in prison. On count 2, the court will adjudge the defendant guilty of the offense of murder and fix her sentence at life in prison.
Tiffany Lucas was found guilty on 2 counts of murder and received life imprisonment for each count. This psycho got what she deserved, but the next suspect took madness to a whole new level. Officers faced Kiara McCulley, a psycho ex-girlfriend with dissociative identity disorder, who ran through her former partner, Grace Jennings, with a sword in her mum's garage.
There's a deceased person in your garage. That's why it's a crime
There's
scene.
a body in there?
Yes.
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be dead, but I'm also like confused.
When I walk in the garage, she goes, "Oh, I just did it."
If you want blocking memories from me again, God damn it.
On October the 29th, 2022, Santa Fe police responded to a chilling call about a homicide involving 21-year-old Grace Jennings, who was reportedly to have suffered serious injuries from a sword. Officers rushed to the scene in a race against time.
Huh?
People walked in.
Kick it in.
We're trying to break the door down. There's blood on the door.
Kick the door. I got you.
Police department, let me see your hands.
Back up.
Back up.
What's going on? What's going on?
Who called?
What?
So someone was getting kicked in there.
We're being told that the girlfriend's in the garage. That's where she
Where's the garage?
apparently killed the other 41.
Come on here. Come on here.
I'm sorry, I've been watching television. I have no idea what's going on. This is my house.
Who's in this garage?
Door.
Okay, what's with you? Who's in this garage?
My cats and my son.
Someone just called that someone just got... Step over here. Step over here. Someone just got stabbed inside that garage. Leave the cars in the cat's in there. Okay, that's fine.
Do you have a window back there? They're saying it's possibly in here.
In my house? Oh, from my house. Stop here? Maybe stop. Can I find out if my son is okay in there?
What's your son's name?
Isaac?
Isaac?
He's not in there.
Blood stained the door, and the weapon lay nearby. Investigators soon identified the suspect as Kiara McCulley, Grace's former girlfriend, who lived in the same house with her boyfriend, Isaac Apodaca. Officers secured the garage and began an intense investigation.
Hey, stay off the radio right now. Yeah, we got one down. Santa Fe. Go back inside.
Go back inside.
I'm not gonna tell you again. Go back inside.
Detain him, detain him. Santa Fe police, anyone inside? Santa Fe police. I can't clear. You guys want to go in? You guys want to go in or? I can't. There's too much trash. What do you want to do? It looks empty. I can't. I think so. I can't.
You can't clear any further, bro.
Without. She's 10-7 for sure. There's a big sword right here. That was weird. See the sword? There's a sword like this big right there.
I did. So when I saw her, when I came to the back, the door closed and she was walking.
This door?
Yeah. So the blonde 41, the younger one.
Tina?
Let's figure out if he's stabbed or if she or
There's slashes.
Okay.
Like on the knees, there's slashes.
Where's this guy? We don't know. They don't know if he is a 41 or a she or.
It's a 10. It looks like a 1041.
So Isaac's the one that with all that information.
Officers then questioned Kiara and her mother, who seemed annoyed by their presence, until she learned what had happened at her home.
Who's Isaac's girlfriend?
She is.
You're Isaac's girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. What are you to Isaac?
Well, I'm kind of mother-in-law to be.
This is your daughter?
Yes, this is my daughter.
Step out with me real quick. What's your name?
Kiara.
Kiara? Do you have shoes on?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what my shoes are.
Do me a favor.
This is his girlfriend.
Try on for me real quick.
Can I get some shoes on or something?
No,
Not right now.
Do you get some shoes for her? Be detained at this point, okay?
Why? That'd be my question.
So,
I was right next to you the whole time.
real quick search. Let's make it quick. That's us.
Okay.
So he saw a female walk back in. We were trying to make entry, and then we got confirmation. She said her son stays here. So what's your first name?
Kiara.
Kara what?
McCully.
Macaulay.
Did you guys have a fight or something? Can she sit down so I can put her shoes on her feet? And Isaac went for a walk? Yeah. So he was going for a walk in the shower. Because we were going to go on a walk.
Hey, so she went back in there, so you want to seal this up as well? Okay.
She was in the shower.
Okay. So nobody's going back in the house and nobody's going back in there, okay?
I have cats. I have to. They can't
Unfortunately,
get out of the
ma'am,
house.
but this is an active investigation, okay?
Can
So
I
nobody's
block
going back
the
in the
door
house.
somehow?
No, this is a crime scene at this point.
How's my house a crime scene?
There's a deceased
There's a
person
dead
in your
body in your
garage.
garage.
That's why it's a crime
There's
scene.
a body in there?
Yes.
A dead body in your
Stand
garage.
up for me. Let's walk this way.
The
Do you know what her name is? You were telling your mom earlier?
Well, I know that Grace was back there with Isaac.
What does Grace look like?
She's tall, blackish, skinny.
Is that the only information you have?
I used to date her. I just
Okay.
like vision with her.
Ask Isaac what her name is.
Meanwhile, a visibly shaken Isaac Apodaca spoke to police, offering crucial details about what had happened.
Is that Isaac? Did you call us, bro? Here, come over here. You good? Come here. You don't have any knives, any weapons on you?
No.
No?
Put the phone down.
Just put it down for now. Just put it down. You're not in trouble, bro. Gotta make sure you don't have any weapons, okay? Here, put your hands up right here. Right here. I get it. Here, for now, bro, just because it looks like your girlfriend or whoever's in there is really injured. So for now, we're gonna put you under detention, okay, until we can figure this out. You're not under arrest.
Okay.
Here, I'll put this right
What's
here.
your name? Isaac Apodaca. Apodaca? Yeah.
Hey,
What's
listen
your
to me.
birthday?
You said you found a girl.
Yes.
Where is she at?
She's at 5941 Jaguar Drive in the garage. I walked in on.
Trying to see if we have suspect for tonight. What was she wearing? Not your girlfriend, the girl you saw that was there.
She was wearing a black sweater
Uh-huh.
and some shorts. And
Okay, let's walk all the way over here, okay? Okay. So can you tell me, how did this call transpire? How did you call us?
I walked into the garage. I walked into the garage, and when I walked in the garage, she goes, "Oh, I just did it." And I'm like,
And who was this?
Kiara McCully,
She told you that?
very calmly and everything, blood on her hands,
Okay.
and I called my mom because I witnessed something traumatic like this happening before. So from the time it began would be yesterday. We were all hanging out. Everybody was talking, happy, normal kind of thing, nonchalant. Nighttime came around and we started falling asleep. Kiara McCully did not fall asleep. I did not get good rest because she had been placing something sharp in my back throughout the morning hours, I've been feeling something sharp in my back, and I was talking to Grace, who was in the garage as well. I said, we have to go. She's telling us we need to leave. And I said that, and then I proceeded to start packing my stuff. And I left the main house to go use the restroom for the last time. And then I walked him back into the garage. She walks up and goes, I did it. With a smile on her face, and I looked at the ground and I was like, what do I do now? So I called my mom immediately to let her know that something happened.
Detectives interviewed Isaac Apodaca, who detailed the tangled, violent triangle between him, Kiara, and Grace. He admitted knowing about Kiara's growing aggression, while investigators later uncovered digital evidence revealing his chilling premeditation.
Describe Grace to me more, her injuries. What did you observe?
I saw an ear cut off, on something with her knee. It was right here. I saw blood right here, and started seeing blood right leaking out. I was like, I saw blood leaking out, and she was just like that. That's not me making fun of the dead. I have a very strong rule on that.
Did she not know she was there? Because that's what it looks like.
She knew she was there.
Then why is it looking like in these messages?
She knew she was there, and she was playing. She was acting like she didn't know who she was.
Who was acting like? I'm so confused. Who was acting like who didn't know who?
Grace was acting like she didn't know where she was.
Okay.
Even though we had talked.
She is kicking me out because you're here and she knows it. How? She is right next to you. What the f***, really? How great? Yup. Why though? She is not wanting to deal with it. Us being here, and I broke her trust. She is not in the best mood. She is not wanting to deal with what?
She's not wanting to deal with us.
What does that mean?
She didn't want us there at all.
Okay. But it says she is not wanting to deal with it.
I should have been more. I'm horrible with my words. I'm horrible with what I type.
I'm just trying to understand
with it,
too.
It was just a meeting. She didn't want to deal with us.
Okay.
Being there, because
I know how she feels. My mom's coming to get me soon. Okay.
And that was the part that threw me off, was like, she's kicking us out. Why is she kicking you out, and how does she know I'm here? I'm like, we discussed this night
So
before.
she is right next to you. So that was your way of telling her, like, I'm referring to Kiara. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense to me now. Hey, I have a plan with what I said. All I have to do is be over there at my fam's place and call the cops for a breaking and entering. What are you talking about there?
It was something that happened in my family's house. We've been trying to figure out who has been getting into my storage.
Mm-hmm.
I have stuff in my storage, and they keep finding it unlocked. And that was for something entirely different.
Hold up, listen. Okay, plan B. Just tell her she needs to leave. Follow my lead, my lady. Just tell her to leave, dude. I'm in a mood. I did, through Insta. So now what? Operation kick out, me following the call to the cops once at my family's. What does that mean?
That was, I was talking about, because she had asked me to leave. And that's why I said Operation Kick Out, because every time I get told to leave, I say Operation Kick Out.
Unless I ask your mom to give me a ride to Target and you do what is needed.
What do you mean you do what is needed?
I have no clue from this on. From beyond here, I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on? But these are messages from you?
I do have another cell phone. Didn't tell you guys about, but it's still over there at the house. At the house.
Okay, but this is the one you use?
I use that one primarily only for work and family.
Okay. So you didn't send these messages? Or you did?
On this from down on, no.
Oh, okay.
Texts between Isaac and Kiara revealed violent plans, disproving Isaac's claims of ignorance. Under pressure, he admitted partial awareness, forcing detectives to reassess his role. But first, it was time to interview Kiara, and the moment the detective sat down with her, it was clear something was seriously off.
Any idea why you're here today?
I believe it's because somebody was found dead in my room.
Where's your room at?
In the garage.
The garage?
Yes. I was trying to make sure this wasn't a dream again. It feels so weird.
You believe someone was found dead in your room. Do you have any idea who that might be?
Well, so I'm really tired, but last night Isaac invited my ex-girlfriend, Grace Jennings, who now is going by Yamko. I don't know anymore. She's gone through so many name changes, it's confusing me. I always knew her as Grace, or Rose. I was really upset, so I just went on a walk and spent most of the night in the house. This morning, I was trying to sleep, If you were blocking memories from me again, God damn it. Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
My best guess is that I have DID, but I'm not 100% certain.
What's DID?
Dissociative identity disorder. I haven't had it actually diagnosed, but that's my best guess from my research. There are different personalities that come out.
Do you have names for them?
Some of them, yeah.
What are their names?
There's Abby, and then there's, we call her Jinx because she hates people saying her real name.
Jinx.
Yeah. If you say her real name, she gets mad.
I see.
Then there's one personality that I haven't seen in a long time. Like, I haven't communicated with her. It's with her name was Jess. Jessica, but you always called her Jess.
Kiara's mental state surfaced prominently through interviews, revealing signs of dissociative identity disorder and emotional turmoil. She expressed conflicting emotions toward the victim, which influenced both the crime and the investigation.
The reason why I never wanted to see Grace, but I pissed me off by bringing her to my house. She did something really stupid, and I wanted to see her change, and I wanted to see something happen where she would admit it, but she just... Is she alive or dead?
Grace?
Yeah,
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be dead, but I'm also, like, confused. I'm
Why would you hope that she's dead?
I'm still angry at her, but I also have hope that she'd be better, but it's like this frustrating emotion that I can't seem to pinpoint.
Well, tell me why you're angry at her.
When I need to keep my together because I get very upset. Back in 2016, there was a video floating around of a 14-year-old girl getting hard and another girl standing there collecting money from them. There were 16 or 17 guys involved.
Wow.
The girl getting money was Grace. The other one was me.
I'm sorry. Sounds like a difficult memory.
I was also a virgin, so I never got to
for sharing that. You said, you asked about Grace. You asked if she was okay, and you said that part of you would be okay if she was dead, right?
Yeah.
It's honest. I like honest people.
I don't want to lie.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about hurting her or killing her?
I've had a couple dreams like that.
You had a couple dreams like that?
Yeah.
How'd those dreams go?
They were mostly right after we broke up, and then there were triggers and stuff. But
Did you kill her in those dreams, or what happened in those dreams?
sometimes I would kill her, sometimes I would torture her, sometimes it was just me screaming at her.
How would you torture her in your dreams?
Basically reenacting what she did to me to herself.
Oh, okay. So you're the one kind of taking the money, and she's the one.
Yeah.
I see.
But making it worse.
I see. And how would you kill her in your dreams?
Depending on the dream.
So there's several dreams.
Yes.
How many?
I've had like a bunch of dreams, if you could call that, about a lot of different people.
Not just Grace.
Yeah. Grace is like the number one, I'm pissed at you. And then there's like my ex.
Kiara's calm, almost detached demeanor frequently shifted into sudden, erratic outbursts, leaving detectives questioning her sanity and sense of accountability during the... But the interview took an even stranger turn when she began talking about an underground secret society.
Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense and deadly. And they get rid of people who are in charge of sex trafficking, in charge of anything that has to deal with hurting kids.
I see.
And like, they kept trying to tell me, just do it, and you're gonna just then you'll get ranked up.
Ghost, an underground society of people that are kind of their own version of cops and justice. They kind of kill bad people. And so, and this is kind of me trying to piece together kind of like what you're saying, like the messages I saw too. Was Isaac trying to push you to kill Grace?
Yeah. I had my dagger in my hand, and I kept going, and then just stopped. Like, I felt a little hand hold me back. Like it was Kiara telling me, don't. Because that was also her best friend's sister growing up.
Yeah.
And God, things got so messy. That really sucked.
Do you think you killed Grace?
I'm not sure.
She is dead. That's the dead person found in the garage. Do you have any memory of that?
You said that, just like, what?
Do you remember when police were announcing?
I just remember my heart going like crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like, I'm not used to cops just showing up at my house.
They told me you ran inside. How come you ran inside?
I'm pretty certain that I was gonna grab something that I forgot. Sorry.
You saw cops and then you ran inside to get something you forgot?
No, I thought I heard something, but I didn't know it was from my house.
Oh. When was the last time you saw Grace alive?
At some point this morning.
Do you remember what time at all?
I'm not sure exactly what time it was.
You think it's possible you killed her?
I'm guessing myself right now, like second guessing, trying to figure out if it was one of them or someone I haven't met yet.
Is there any way to ask them?
They're very picky on when they talk.
Oh, I see.
It's like, come on. It took Jess and Abby like 3, almost 4 years to tell me what the happened.
From the
Yeah.
one incident, yeah.
Officers reconstructed the night's events, aligning witness accounts, forensic evidence, and the suspect's behavior. With everything finally fitting together, they had all they needed to close the investigation.
Okay. Anything else you can think of regarding last night and what happened? Anything else you can remember?
Trying to figure out if this one vision was from an actual dream I was having because I was falling asleep, or if it was a memory.
What was the vision?
I'm not sure. It looked like an ear on my wall.
A what?
An ear on my wall. It was really confusing.
There's an ear on your wall?
Yeah. I think that was part of the dream though.
Like a human ear?
Yeah. It's like, what the
What did it look like?
It looked like one of Grace's, but it had my dagger in it, and the dagger's not that sharp.
Yeah.
Like, what the I'm very confused.
Yeah. Well, it's still an active investigation. We're gathering statements from everyone. I think you've been very honest with me. I don't have any, I respect the hell out of that. I'd like to return that to you. There's probably a good potential that both you and Isaac go to jail tonight. You understand that?
I've never been to jail, I've never done anything. Now, going to jail for
Yeah.
that was a leap. From innocent to
Yeah.
that is so dumb.
No criminal history to that.
Yeah.
That's a huge leap.
Like, I didn't do growing up except for Grace, and I hate her for it. Sorry. I have some scars on my that you can see from.
Well, you suspect you have, DID, multiple personality disorder, so.
I'm guessing. I'm not 100% certain.
Do you remember threatening Isaac last night at all?
I told him I was mad at him.
Did you threaten him with a dagger or anything like that? Do you recall anything like that?
I remember stabbing my bed.
Stabbing your bed?
I didn't even go through the blanket.
How come?
It's dull.
But how come you stabbed the bed?
Because I was mad and I wanted to stab something, but I didn't want to hurt someone.
Why were you mad?
Because Isaac invited somebody I hate to my house. And it wasn't just for a talk, as he said. Why I repeat this line? I'm sorry. Turned from an hour to overnight to 2 nights. And I'm like, hell no, I'm staying another night.
So why did Isaac want Grace there?
I had no clue what he wanted. But it was to her, which, gross. Just hate gross. I've seen good kind of people she's been with.
Did you her?
I don't think so.
Kiara McCulley pleaded guilty to second degree, while Isaac Apodaca was charged with first degree murder.